right, this video is about patching to the Broadcast XQ unit. So I'm going to talk through some of the same stuff that we had in the Yoakum video, but make it specific to Broadcast. It's a little easier in this room. First off, I am connected to the Lutheran West AV network wirelessly right now. I'm using a computer, but you could do this on an iPad as well. But I just really want to talk about patching. So in here, I'm going to connect to Broadcast so we can see what's there, and I'm going to hit connect, and it's going to get this information. We're going to go all the way over to the I/O patch. And this changes scene by scene. But over on the left, we can choose what inputs go into a particular channel by choosing inputs, and then the different slots up here. So just like in the other video, or if you haven't seen that one, we'll try to make it clear here. On a digital mixer, we've got these different inputs. This one says Studio 1, Studio 2. This one says IP5, IP7. This says iMac. These are channels of processing where I can do things like set an EQ, set a mix in. I have to select the device for it to be up here. So I clicked on that. Now you can see high pass filters, gates, whatever, all the processing that goes on. In an older style mixer, if you plugged into the back of the mixer in one, that was processing channel number 1. But on a digital mixer, you get to choose where stuff comes from. And sometimes things have the same numbers. So all of that information is always going to be in this I/O patch screen. So here I'm on inputs, and you can see Studio 1 is that processing channel that we have in the first slot. And where is it getting its actual information? Well, up here we've got this little device that says input sockets, and we've got 4 different options: local, S-Link, USB, and I/O port, which is Dante. The local means the physical inputs on the back of the SQ. And you can see the first 6 channels, which are Studio 1, Studio 2, Studio 3, Studio 4, and this is called IP5, IP6 at the moment. They're all actually getting their information from the back of the soundboard. And I can tell you right now, those 6 channels, they go to the boxes that are in the sides of the broadcast room that you could plug in an XLR right there if you wanted to. But where do the rest of these things come from? There is no S-Link inside the broadcast room. USB would be if you use the hardwire computer into your SQ and you wanted to get signal flowing through there. But the I/O port is where Dante is. And you can see right here, we actually do have some things in Dante. This channel that's called Box 1, Box 2, gets its information from Dante 1, Dante 2, Dante 3, Dante 4. These first 16 channels in here are the broadcast stage box. And you can have these plugged in and assigned to whatever channel you want on the mixer. But with Dante patching, there's a second level of patching. All that it really is doing is pulling in Dante number 1 that comes into this mixer. You assign what goes into Dante number 1 through Dante controller. So watch a different video, a second level of patching, to understand how Dante patching works if you don't yet. It's a little bit more complicated. I wouldn't assume that you need to use it, but at the moment, and should always remain this way, Dante number 1 through 16 are going to be the box that's labeled auditorium. And as long as that box is plugged into a Dante input somewhere in the room, you'll be able to plug mics in and control them through this unit. Over in the Yoakum room, there's an S-Link box down in the basement. We don't have one here, so really you're only dealing with these options. If you wanted to plug something into the back of the board into, say, the physical input number 24, and you wanted it to be assigned to a channel here, for instance, this one that says IP36, if I were plugging that into 24, I could come over here to where it says 24 and click on it, enable the patch button, and choose yes, and now all of a sudden that is getting input 36 is the name of the channel, would get its information from whatever's plugged into number 24. Outputs. I'm going to choose outputs now instead. The local outputs is where a lot of these signals are coming from. Local output 1 and 2 are carrying our program left and program right, or our main mix. Then 3 is getting aux 1, 4 is getting aux 2. These are the physical output channels that are coming locally. You can also have some of these channels go in more than one place, by the way. Inputs can only have one spot, but outputs can go to many spots. I can choose the Dante card, and if I wanted auxiliary 1 output to go to Dante out number 1, I could click there and then patch that through someplace else. if this doesn't make sense, you probably want to talk to somebody who has tried to use this or understands it. There's also documents about it written in the LW Help document in the Google Drive under the AV at Lutheran West account, which might have been shared with you at some point. So, watch this video a few times if it doesn't make sense. All we're trying to do is virtually tell which processing channel where the information comes from, whether it's from the back of the board, which would be local, or somewhere in the Dante card, or someplace else.